Hey, good morning. I'm Raleigh Brown. I'm here with Charlie the dog, who is his usual camera shy self, but I have some Charlie to show you today. So I see Steve DeHaas, first man in on YouTube, Rhonda Scott Merrick, Bob McKenna, Slim Edelman, Ken Nashif, Keith Shaw, Ann Mintz, my dear friend Mike Schnabel, and they're still coming in, I hope. So we can cloink. I see Linda Worcester and Aretta and Ron and Charlotte Cantrell, Dave Mason in Scotland, and Charlie Bryant, the Clown Prince of Raleigh World, and Bob Claymeyer, my old friend out in Ohio. Heidi and Jerry from, they're back in Colorado. They were down in Texas for a while. Carol Pratt is here, and Ann Caston, and the whole gang. So got a lot of stuff to cover today. I thought I would start, first we'll clink. Here's to you all, the Clunk-O-Matic mug. I'm clunking with seltzer today because I'm already wired up with coffee. And I thought I'd start with a little dog history. First, I will show you Charlie's portrait for today. There he is. That was taken this morning as he looked on in preparations for today's concert. I see Michael Tierson and Karen Beatty and Skip Staples and and like all those people who I already said hi to. So, I have a long history in my adult life with dogs. I had a dog as a kid, and but in my adult life, it really started with Max the dog, who I got in Australia. Let me see what I have in what order here. So there's Max and his two puppies, Savannah and Boney. So that's Boney on the left, and Savannah in the middle, and Max the dog on the right. And they were chocolate-colored Australian Kelpies. I got Max in Australia, brought him back to the United States, and bred him with Stormy, who I don't have any good pictures of, but she was our one dog who disappeared. And the progeny were Savannah, who's in the middle there, Savannah Nix, also known as Bunny Slayer, the Clacking Jaws of Death, and Boney, Napoleon Bonaparte, on the left, to Max's right, but to our left. And so those were the first dogs. And then after they had all passed, the next dog I got was Kelly. And where is Kelly? I thought I put her picture up here. Let's go all the way. I know it was in here somewhere. I hope I didn't accidentally. Who's this? Let's just take a look. That's another Charlie. And I think maybe things got put in. Well, I thought I had Kelly in there, but I apparently don't. Anyhow, Kelly looked just like the other three Kelpies. And then Kelly was followed by Django, and I do have Django here. And Django was a really lovely Australian Kelpie. I'm going to leave him up there while I play his lullaby for you. And the first song for today, I had a great movie of him running, but I couldn't get it onto this platform. So Django was an Australian working Kelpie, and his breed name was Phantom. So this tune, which I wrote for him, is called The Phantom's Lullaby, and we'll just put him up here. And we'll start with a little music here. So this is the Phantom's Lullaby, and Carol Pratt says, I don't remember hearing this one before. Hi, Clifford Wagner. I will say hi to others in a minute. This is recorded on my CD, Dog is My Co-Pilot, with a nice, the way I did it was I did this solo version, and then I had my buddy John Carlini and a rhythm section. I think it might have included Owen O'Malley, who comes on here, play a backtrack, and then I played lead over it. So that's on Dog is My Co-Pilot. Let me see who I'm missing. I said hi to you guys. It's going to be a long day here today, I should tell you. It's going to run long. Tom Dietz is here. David Arthur Ratcliffe. David, I heard you friended my buddy Rick Williams, Maxie's owner. And Deb Levy Clark and Donna Bergman, I said hi to. My things go in one ear and out the other. Donna Zach Beal, Clifford Wagner, Michael Miller down there in North Carolina, and Jeffrey Boyle on YouTube, and Jim Greco. Hi, Jim. And Rob Horowitz. Hey, Rob. And Skip Staples. And Debbie Daniels. Hi, all of you. Thank you for joining me. So that was Django's tune. And then next up, I'm going to do a song for you, and we can put Django away now. And this song is on my songwriter CD, and it's a little tricky. It's a tricky little song. I think I did it opened. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It starts with a look, meeting eye to eye. Make her glad to see you. Let her know you're her guy. It's important to give at least as much as you get. Don't expect her to love you if you haven't earned it yet. Give her something to chew on. Let her know that you'll play. If you have the right timing, she won't wander away. Don't try to control her. She'll rebel in the end. Make your dog want to please you. That's how she'll become your best friend. If she seems to defy you, better step up your game. Throw away those dry milk bones. Roast chicken might light her flame. Reward her for sit, stay, heel till it's all humdrum. But she'll know that you've won her heart when you get her to come. Now I know what you're thinking. Would this work with romance? If you're tender and caring, you just might have a chance. It starts with a look, a sensitive dialogue. To improve your love life, treat your sweetheart like you treat your dog. That song is called Words of Wisdom. Take a little more water here. So let me say a couple more hellos. My good buddy John Hubner is here. And I think I said hi to everyone else. So we'll just continue. So Some of you may know that Charlie's nickname is the Flop-Eared Cannonball, and that's the name of this next tune. And on this tune, I'm actually going to use an audio-visual device. And it should run just about as long as the tune. We'll see. So this is the Flop-Eared Cannonball. And here we go. I'm going to do this. And this. Here we go. There you have it. That was an audio-visual experience, a bunch of mashed together cuts of Charlie showing that he is indeed a little flop-eared cannonball, and with cameo appearances by Maxie the dog, Charlie's little girlfriend, and her owner, Rick Williams. And I hope you enjoyed that. So let me see some other people here. Kate Mack is here. And Clifford is on YouTube now. And Frank Ford from Cleveland, old friend of Chris Reitz and sometime student of Ernie Hawkins. Well, nice to have you here, Frank. So we're halfway through the show here for today, and there are announcements to be made. Number one, as usual, there's a PayPal link right there, and Venmo link if you'd like to donate something. I see Chris Layden is here, and Pam Zappardino, and Patrick Landeza, and that's great. And there are invisibles who may or may not be here. They include Joel Biget, Mario Prue, and George Young, as well as Judith Fox, Kit Serikaku, and Lori Payne. So hello to all of you, and hello to anybody else whose name I may miss here, because I do sometimes, because I'm old and my memory isn't what it used to be. I have gigs coming up this Wednesday at Godfrey Daniels Coffee House in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at 7 p.m. with my good buddy Dave Fry. We will be doing a special tribute to our mutual friend Happy Traum, who passed away this year. And join us if you can, if you're in the southeast Pennsylvania area, or grab a flight. Who knows? Eben Atwater is here. He's in the Northwest. He'd have a longer flight than some of you. And that is that part. And then on October 5th, I will be doing a workshop and concert at Ann Mintz's house in the Mount Airy section of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And there's still space in all of that. There's a guitar workshop from 4 till 6 and then a concert at 8 p.m. And you can get in touch with Ann Mintz about reservations for the concert at annmintz@mindspring.com. And if you look on my page, you might have to scroll down a little bit. There's a link that says 3 gigs coming up this fall, and it has information there. Okay, and Bunny Barnes is here. Hi there, Bunny. So, and this week, I am on right now, as you may have noticed. On Monday, I'm sure somebody will be on, but it will not be me. And on Tuesday, my good buddies Cozy Sheridan and Charlie Koch will be doing their weekly 10:30 a.m. live stream, which is always a joy. So I think that's all the announcements. We'll keep things moving here. Next up is this actually a song written by my friend Jay Mankita to the tune of a song written by Julie Gold, which for some of you may recall memories. From a dog stance, the world's a bowl of food, and no dog is in need. From a dog stance, no dog is ever rude, just one hungry mouth to feed. From a dog stance, there is harmony, and it rests upon your plate. It's the drool of hope, it's the look of guilt. That's the stance of every dog. From a dog stance, we all have enough, so why not give dogs more? From a dog stance, dogs can't comprehend what all these cats are for. From a dog stance, we are waitresses marching to the kitchen now, bringing bowls of food, make that people food. That's the stance of every dog. Dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us from a dog stance. Dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us, dogs are watching us from a dog stance. From a dog stance, the world's a bowl of food, and no dog is in need. There are no cats, no postmen, baths or fleas, just one hungry mouth to feed. from a dog stance. There is harmony, and it rests upon your plate. It's the drool of hope, it's the look of guilt. That's the stance of every dog. It's the drool of hope, it's the look of guilt. That's the stance of every dog. From A Dog Stance by my old friend Jay Mankita. And speaking of old friends, I see Diane Desmond is here from up in, I think, Vermont. And she's a DJ, and she's also an old friend from Kent State. And did I say hi to Michael Tierson? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see if there's anyone else I'm missing here before I proceed. I don't think so. I think I'm doing pretty well. So next up, the next dog. So we had Django and we had Kelly, who I couldn't locate my picture of. I'm still wondering what happened to that picture because I just had it. But I do have a picture of, I had a picture of Django. And then after Kelly died, I got Suki. And all of those previous dogs were Australian Kelpies, who are the Australian sheep herding dog. Some people think the Australian Shepherd is, but that's actually an American breed. The Australian Kelpie is fair dinkum, dyed-in-the-wool Australian, and they are great dogs. They're kind of like the Border Collie version of or the Australian version of a Border Collie. And anyhow, and I always describe, when I talk about cattle dogs like Suki and Charlie and Kelpies, I always describe it as, if you're describing a dog by their job description, a Kelpie would have the personality of like a high school teacher, and a cattle dog would have the personality of a maximum security prison guard. And that's kind of nails it pretty well, I think. So I got Suki, adopted Suki from Emmylou Harris, and here's Suki's portrait. And she was a great dog, but she was a lot of trouble, a real problem child, and it took a long time to get her under control. And in fact, it took 2.5 years before we could let anybody into our house. And but by 2.5 years, she had become a really good dog, and then I had like 6.5 or 7 more good years with her. We got her when she was 4. After Suki died, that's when I got Charlie. And so this song is Suki's instrumental. It's called The Dark Princess. The Dark Princess, and that's in honor of little Suki. If we could bring her out here, you could get a little better look at her. We'll leave her around for the last song because it's hers too. She was a great little monster. And we'll put her back up in the corner here where she's out of the way. So let me see if I'm missing anybody here. I think not. I think the congregation is all here and not leaving and like that. So one more song for you today, and this is what has become my greatest hit. You understand that is sarcasm and irony. So, but and this song was actually written about Suki. But you know, once Suki was gone, it could just as easily apply to Charlie. So I'll dedicate this to both of them. I mostly travel solo. It's a burden I bear, out alone on the highway, just trying to get somewhere. My wife would like to come with me, but we just talk on the phone. We never travel together, 'cause we can't leave the dog alone. She loves to go on vacation. That's my wife, not the dog. Up the coast to New England, living high on the hog. Well, I could kill for some lobster. My friends think I'm insane, 'cause it's home in the backyard where me and the dog remain. She came with some issues. That's the dog, not my wife. She caught a bullet in her young years. She was cut with a knife. They couldn't break her spirit, and so they called her a cur. 'Cause when someone got bloody, she made sure it was them, not her. So they gave up on her, left her tied to a tree. Two honky-tonk angels picked her up and brought her to me, where she checked me over. Guess she thought I would do. And I made her a promise. From then on, her hard times were through. She's got one ear that's tattered, and there's a scar on her jaw. It's best not to cross her, or she'll lay down the law. She's the perfect companion for an old dog like me, and I try to live up to the man she hoped I might be. She's the perfect companion for an old dog like me. That's two old dogs, and my old dog, he might be in camera range. Let's see. There he is. Hey, Charlie. Hi. So you can see the boy in real living color there. Now he's going to flop out and hide his head again in his little shy way. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. I see a couple more people stopped in. Jola Reccioni, and you just got in here late, I guess, and so you should know that you can go back and watch the replay of these concerts. So I thank you all for joining me. I'll play you a mantra. Oh, you know what I wanted to say during the announcements? I wanted to congratulate Hayes Griffin, who's a good friend of my buddy Mark Cosgrove, for coming in second in the National Flat Picking Championships yesterday in Winfield, Kansas. And that's always a really exciting day, I know from experience. And he took second so he can go back next year and try to win another guitar. The guy who wins first has to take 5 years off. So I thank you for joining me. As I said, I will take this capo off and I will play you a little mantra and like all that. Be happy and be healthy. Be brave and be calm. Be kind. It's a snap. If you get cranky, take a nap. Have a great week. Check in on Cozy on Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And actually, I should say tomorrow is the official Adoptiversary, and I will be writing a Charlie Diaries entry on my Facebook page, so you might want to check that out. Bye-bye.